Hey everybody, and welcome to this video. I'm Minxlaura123 and this is going to be a bookish themed video. So hello to all my fellow bookworm buddies out there. So I have got a lot to do this video, so I'm just going to kind of get on with it and hope for the best, because seriously there is a lot of bookish things to be spoke about in this video. So I hope you enjoy watching. If you do, please click like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. That would be awesome. And don't forget to smash the notification bell to all notifications. Then you can see when I've uploaded new videos and when I'm doing live streams. By the way, it's December. The Christmas tree is up. Da, 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 da. I'm actually wearing my Christmas t-shirt, but you can't really see it, but yeah, I'm wearing it. Yeah, we did our tree tonight, so I'm pretty happy about that. Actually, is the lights on? Well, they are. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot to be done. I am going to be, first of all, talking about a read-along that I am taking part in, and I would love for you to join in with as well. Then I'm going to be doing my reading wrap-up, so telling you about the books I read in the month of November. It's a good month. I had some good books. Then I'm going to be telling you a little bit about a readathon that I'm taking part in called the Reindeer Read-A-Thon. Now, I will say this, okay, I did do a separate video about this the other day, and yeah, I kind of messed up some of the information about the prompts for the books, and I felt a complete idiot and just deleted the video. So yeah, I'm just like, I've never took part in an actual like readathon kind of thing. Like, it's like a team thing, and I was like, oh, I've messed up. But you know, look, hey, it happens. So I'm going to be kind of showing you the books that I've got on my TBR for that, and also kind of going through some of the prompts and stuff. And anyway, it's just a bit embarrassing, really. But also, I will be doing the TBR game in this video with the lovely Nathan, who is there.
I am here.
Off camera. He's playing on his Switch, and I am filming this. But yeah, he's going to help me with the TBR game for the month of December. What book will he choose? He wasn't very good with last month's book, I'm afraid.
You blame me, but you're the one that bought the book.
Yeah, true. But normally, with the TBR game, he does select good books. So it's just this month it wasn't so great. I know. I bought it because it was, you know, supposed to be good. But anyway, so a lot coming up. I'm going to try and get through things as quick as possible because I don't want you getting bored. So let's start with the read along. Now, I've never done this before, so I'm like, you know, losing my read along L plates in this month of December. I'm doing it with the lovely Kate, who is from Mini Book Chats. I've got all the information here on my ripped up bit of paper. Look at this. It's so like badly organised. But yeah, she's lovely. Mini Book Chats. Her channel is brilliant. I love her videos. She's so sweet. Like, I love her speaking voice as well. I always worry that I sound really common because I'm like from Essex. But she's got a very beautiful manner and speaking voice, and she loves reading and books, like, so yeah, it's great to do this with her. So she come up with the idea of that we do this like cozy mystery thriller crime kind of book read along, and we wanted to pick a book where it was easy to access. You know, you could just get it from the library, bookstores. It wasn't one of those kind of obscure books that no one's ever heard of kind of thing. I mean, I would love you all to join in. It starts on the 4th of December. Even if you want to do it like via audiobook or ebook, whatever suits you, like, please join in. It's fun. So me and Kate are going to be we're going to be doing the read along, and then we're going to be doing a live stream together where, you know, we'd like discuss the book, what we thought about it, and the characters, etc. On look at my notes here, the 19th we're going to be doing that. So that's pretty cool. I'm very excited, but a little bit nervous to do that, if I'm honest, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So let me tell you about the book and show you. I'd love for you to do this. Like, it'd be so cool because we can get people involved. We can all read along together and then discuss it and stuff. So the book we've chosen is this one here, which is a perfect cozy mystery with a Christmassy, wintry vibe. So it's Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot's Christmas. So I got this one from the library. If you see in her video, which I'll put the link down below in Kate's video, the cover of her one is completely different than this. So yeah, I'm excited to read this. I do like a good kind of cozy mystery. So yeah, this is the book that we have chose. So yeah, join in. So we've got like this reading schedule that the lovely Kate has done for us. So I'll put all this down below in the description box, but for now I'll tell you quickly. So it's suggested reading schedule. So we're going to start on December the 4th, reading pages 1 to 41. Then the 5th, we're going to do pages 42 to 60. On the 6th, pages 61 to 104. On the 7th, page 105 to 159. On the 8th, 160 to 184. December the 9th, we're going to be going from 185 to 216. On the 10th, we're going to go from 217 to 240. And then on the 11th, we hope to finish it because we're going to start at page 241 to the end. And that's the great thing about this book as well. It's not like a massive chunky book. It's quite a slimline book. I think there's like, hold on, I don't want to give any spoilers to myself. Ooh. There we go, 268 pages. So it's not like a massive book. So we can do this together and we'll do like a little, let's say, reading schedule and stuff. So I'm going to kind of read that along with my other books for the month. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to do that. So come and join in. As I say, I'll put the link to Kate's channel, Mini Book Chats, down below in the description box. So please go and subscribe to her. Honestly, you won't regret it. If you're into books and stuff, she's such a lovely girl and she's just wonderful. Fellow bookworm. Okay, so that is the read along. Next up, I'm going to do my reading wrap up for the month of November. It was a pretty good month. Like, I read some good books. There was a few that I was like, not so keen on, but it was okay. I had some audio books, a couple of graphic novels, actually a few graphic novels. Yeah, I'll just tell you. I'll just tell you. It's just easier. Now, I've got my notes here. I don't normally do it in this format. Normally, I kind of do a different format of my reading wrap up, but I just, I'm just going to kind of go with it and ramble a little bit about each one, what I can remember. So let's start with the first book that I read in November, and that was The Book of Lies by Terry. So I got this book ages and ages ago from a charity shop. I was basically drawn to it because I love the cover. It was okay. I gave it a 3 stars. It was about these twins. They didn't know each other before, and then they come into each other's lives, and there's magic, and I don't know. It was okay, but it wasn't amazing. I think it would have been better as a series because you could have maybe got to know the characters and the background a bit more. But it wasn't. It's a standalone. So yeah, it was okay. 3 stars for that. Next book I read in November was Beloved Girls by Harriet Evans. Got it from the library. It was a big chunky one. It was a big book, so I kind of kept putting it off to read, but then I couldn't renew it anymore. So I was like, I better read it now. If not, I'm not going to be able to read it. So I started off the first few chapters thinking, yeah, this is cool. And then I found out I was getting quite distracted. And I always know if I'm not feeling a book, if I start, instead of reading, I'm picking up my phone, looking at Twitter, looking at Instagram, and I'm thinking, yeah, I'm not reading. So that's, kind of like the sign. I can't really remember much about it, apart from it being about this woman who went missing, and she had this connection with this old house and this like rich family, and she wasn't who she says she was, and I just got really bored and I ended up just not reading it. So that was that. I give it 2 stars, which was quite nice of me. The next book I read was also from the library, and it was called The Book Club by C.J. Cooper. It's so annoying because this book started off really well. It was really like the writing was really funny and just like sassy, and I was like, yeah, this is good. But what it is, the reason why I did not like this book is because it's a thriller, and it was kind of one of those thrillers where from the beginning who's the baddie and what's kind of happened, and it's all about everyone else in the book finding out what happened, and I just don't like that. As someone who loves thrillers and crime, I want to be Detective Laura. I want to figure out what's happened. Once you know what's going to happen, it's like, oh, okay. So I did get a bit bored of it, but the writing style was good and it was quite funny. But yeah, I had to kind of DNF that one. So yeah, 2 stars for that. Next one I read, I have in front of me. This book was freaking amazing. Certain Dark Things by the one and only Sylvia Marina Garcia. Now, I just love this cover. I would have that as a poster. It's so nice. This book is basically an old book that's been kind of reissued, given a new kind of flash cover. She got kind of famous from doing Mexican Gothic, the book, and after that she's kind of re-releasing books that she did years and years ago. And yeah, this one I have read Mexican Gothic and didn't particularly like it that much. but this was sensational. I loved it. I wish it had been a series. Unfortunately, it's just a standalone, which is sad because I think it could have just gone on and on and on. But anyway, I loved it. So if you like vampires and stuff, like there was just so much going on, so much action. The characters were great. Just the connection between the characters and like this whole kind of like vampire world. Like it's just so good. Like I can't even explain how much I love this book. So yeah, I of course gave it a 5 stars. It was absolutely fantastic. I would definitely reread that at some point in the future. I don't really do rereads, but there's certain books I'd be like, I would reread that. So yeah, definitely 5 stars. Next book I read was The Lucky 8 by Sheila Bugler, another library book. Oh, that was so good. Yeah, that was about the I'm trying to remember. That was about an aeroplane crash that happened many years ago, and there were certain survivors of it. I think there were like 12 or no, there must have been 8.
Lucky 8.
There weren't 12. There were 8. there were 12 survivors in The Lucky 8. There were 8 survivors. I'm trying to remember all this top of my head. Yeah, there were 8 survivors. I told you I'd mess up. And every year they basically meet up and have like these meetups, and they keep in contact as friendship because they've all kind of been through this disaster and survived it together. And then at one of the meetups, one of the survivors gets murdered. And then I think another one gets murdered. And it's kind of like, who is killing off these survivors and why? And yeah, it was a really, really good thriller. I absolutely enjoyed it. I would love to read more books from her. It was brilliant. So I gave that a 5 stars. And it's The Lucky 8, not The Lucky 12. All right. Next up, I read Midnight in Everwood, which is by M.A. Cusnier. Now, I was really sad about this because I'd pre-ordered this book from Waterstones. I had the Flash exclusive edition. It was like beautiful cover. It had the sprayed edges. It was just, oh, it was so pretty. But it was just really boring for me. It's basically a retelling, reimagining of the Nutcracker, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. It started off quite sweet and it was supposed to be all magical and that, but I just wasn't feeling very magical. I was just a bit bored. So I did DNF it, and yeah, it does seem to be doing like really well. People seem to be loving it, so maybe it's just me. I don't know. Okay, next up, we have, oh, don't laugh. I had this little audio on while I was at work, and it was called A Mouse Called Mika by Matt Haig. And I listened to it while I was in work. I was getting really stressed one day, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to download a little short audio that I can listen to in work to calm me down in the background. And this done the job. It made me smile, and I was like, ah. So yeah, it's actually this character called Mika is a little mouse, and it's kind of like his adventures and friendships. And apparently he's a character in a new film, like I can't remember what it's called, The Boy of Christmas, or A Boy Called Christmas, was it? I don't know. But anyway, he's a character in the film, so I really want to watch the film now, obviously. But yeah, it was really sweet. So Matt Haig is an amazing author, whether it's for adults or kids and stuff. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. 4 stars. Little Mika was adorable. Okay, then I read, oh yeah, This Is Why We Lie by Gabriella Lepore. Wow, that was a good thriller. I really enjoyed this thriller. It was about a group of friends, and there was a murder, and yeah, I can't remember the ins and outs of it, as I say, but it was really good. A really good thriller. One of those thrillers that really gets you gripped, and every page, like every end of chapter was like a cliffhanger, so you couldn't wait to get to the next chapter. I love that. And it wasn't an obvious ending as well. There's a few twists and turns and stuff. Really, really good. I really love that one. This Is Why We Lie. 5 stars for that one. Next up, I read a graphic novel, which I picked up from the library, called Baby Teeth. I'd seen quite a few pictures of this graphic novel on Instagram and stuff, and I was like, oh. And then when I was in the library and I saw it, I was like, oh, I'll have that. So yeah, this was quite a sweet little book. It was by Meg Grehan. I give it 4 stars. The artwork in it was absolutely beautiful. The cover of it was so beautiful as well. And yeah, I sat and read it actually, having a hot chocolate in a cafe. I was just sitting there with this book, my hot chocolate. It was really nice. So yeah, I can't remember much about it. I know that it was like a love romance, and it was a lesbian romance, and one of the girls was a vampire, which is a bit random, I know. So that was a bit weird, like when she was talking about blood and stuff. Obviously, she's a vampire, she's going to talk about blood. But yeah, lots of like blood stuff, which I'm not really into blood stuff. I don't like gory stuff. Anyway, but no, it was a really sweet little story, and I like the relationship between them and stuff. I won't give any spoilers away, but yeah, it was worth the read, especially like if you like vampire and LGBTQI plus themed graphic novels. I would recommend it. It was quite sweet, yeah. The next book I read I absolutely adored, and it was called Jade Fire Gold by June C.L. Tan. Whew, wow. That book was so good. I haven't got it. I did sell it on eBay. I regret selling it on eBay, but I needed the money to buy other books and stuff. But I don't think I should have kept. I don't think I should have sold it. I think I should have kept it because it was so good. But anyway, yeah, it is a standalone, but I'm hoping there will be a series. I hope that the book does really, really well, and she decides to carry on as a series. Very, very good. It was fantasy. It was Chinese mythology. There was 2 characters and like magic from the past and like finding out your true inner spirit and magic. And it was just so good. I loved it so much. I gave that 5 stars, of course. And as I say, I regret selling it. Should have kept it. Next up, I read, which are behind me, but you can't really see, I read 2 of the Heartstoppers, the 2 that I had left to read. So I'm all up to date with my Heartstopper by Alice Oseman graphic novels. So I read volume 3 and volume 4. And the last one, volume 5, comes out next year. So I think they've kind of said that's the last one. However, there's going to be a TV show of it on Netflix. So I'm all over that. I love Heartstopper. If you've not read it, I really recommend it. It's so sweet. Nick and Charlie are just, I would say now, my favourite book couple. I just adore them. I adore not only their relationship as a couple, but their friendship and like what they go through together and stuff. And I mean, these 2 were actually quite... whereas the first 2 I found volumes were quite fun, these 2, especially I think the last one, was quite hard hitting and quite emotional and stuff. It dealt with a lot of like serious subjects as well, which is also something I like about the Heartstopper series. As much as it's cute and sweet and lovely and the artwork's beautiful, they do deal with, you know, serious issues like depression, self-harm, anxiety, OCD. It was just really good. I love both of them. I give them, of course, both 5 stars. I love Alice Oseman stuff. I love Heartstopper. Next up, I listened to a little audiobook in work again to stop me from being stressed. It was called 100 Steps, the story of Sir Captain Tom Moore. Sadly, he has passed away now, and what a hero. I knew a little bit about his life and stuff, and obviously what he did for charity and stuff, but like this little audio, it's like kind of his life condensed into this audio. It's by, obviously, he told his story, but it was also Adam Larkham, I think that is, I've wrote, Adam Larkham. Really sweet, really emotional at times, actually, but a real kind of positive message to it. As I say, I listened to the audiobook, but there is like a storybook as well. So I would probably look at that in the future. It was really sweet. And what an amazing man, you know, not only in what he did for the charity, but once you find out about his past and what he went through and in the war and with his family and just everything, just a real kind of hero, a national hero. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. 5 stars. I actually got quite teary-eyed when I listened to that, but it was positive as well. Next up, I read another thing that got me teary-eyed and emotional. I read a graphic novel called Whitebird by R.J. Palacio, I think that's how you say her name. And she's the author that did Wonder, which I loved. I love the book. I love the film. Now this one, honestly, pulled at my heartstrings. It was absolutely beautiful, beautiful artwork, beautiful story. I really recommend you read it. Like, it was so touching, and it was about this girl who her family, it was like in the Holocaust times. She lived in France, and her mum sadly got killed in the Holocaust. And I won't give you any spoilers. I nearly said something else, but I won't give you any spoilers. But her mum got killed in the Holocaust, and it's just one of those. You just need to read it, okay? Just take from it what you will. And I'm really pleased that they do books like this, because as emotional as they are and sad as they are, the more we keep always talking about it and always thinking about it, we'll never forget, and hopefully we'll learn from it. But yeah, it was absolutely touching. So I loved it. 5 stars. Absolutely beautiful artwork as well. All right, so next up, I went to a little cute audiobook called Trouble in New York, The Travels of Ermine. This was about this little animal, and yeah, she just kind of went on an adventure, and it was way too young for me, to be fair. It was aimed at kids, but I just saw it and I thought the cover looked cute. So the girl that was doing the like vocals, like the audio book thing, had the most irritating voice, and I had to turn it off after a while because it was like, you're really irritating me. Like, really squeaky and I was like, no, stop it. But anyway, so yeah, I'll give it 3 stars. I'm harsh, aren't I? Next up, I read The Hidden Palace by Helen Wecker, and I'm really sad because it finished, and it's kind of left on a way that it should carry on. I hope she carries on number 3. There isn't talk of it at the moment, but I'm hoping there will be. Basically, this is the sequel to The Gollum and the Djinn, which is one of my favourite books of all time. People say to me all the time, what's your favourite books? Well, without a doubt, Gollum and the Djinn is in that top 5. And this is a sequel to it, and it was fantastic. I love reading about, the old characters of the Gollum and the Djinn. But there's also new characters, and all their kind of stories entwine into each other, and it was just absolutely fantastic. I loved it. I gave it, of course, 5 stars. I would recommend to read this one, but I would definitely say read the Gollum and the Djinn first, because you kind of get their background and the history and stuff. Next up, I read The Good Luck Girls by Charlotte Nicole Davis. Unfortunately, I didn't like this one. This was my TBR. Bless Nathan. He chose this for me, but it wasn't that great. But it's not his fault, obviously. I remember finding this book in a charity shop for like 50p, and I remember at the time everyone was raving about it. So I was like, oh, that's the book everyone's going on about, and I've just seen it in a charity shop for 50p. I'll have that. But I didn't enjoy it at all. It was, I don't even know what it was about. I can't even remember. It was so kind of like boring for me. It's just lost my mind. I know it's kind of country and western. There was some magic involved. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it at all. So I'm not even going to go there. So yeah, I give like 1 star because I just wasn't feeling it. Next up, I read, carrying on with that Heartstopper theme, I read Nick and Charlie, the little short kind of quick read kind of thing from Alice Oseman. So this was really weird because obviously the Heartstopper is graphic novels. This is a little book, and I kind of missed the pictures. There were a few pictures in it, but there weren't obviously as much as you'd see in the graphic novel. I loved anything to do with Nick and Charlie, but it was weird because I missed the artwork of it. So I only gave this 4 stars, but it was nice to kind of catch up with them. I think this took place, I think it was 2 years after the graphic novel or something. So I don't know, it's kind of sweet, but I missed the, way I normally read their life, basically. Next up, I had a graphic novel by the one and only V.E. Schwab. This was called Extraordinary. I was mega excited to get this. I got it the day it came out. I read it the day it came out. It's only like a short graphic novel. It was a bit annoying, really, because it cost me like 20 quid. And it was like that. I thought it'd be like that, and it was like that. I don't know. I mean, I love V.E. Schwab, so I'm never going to say anything negative about her. I love her books. But I don't know. This was kind of from the vicious world, vengeful. I don't know. I just think that she kind of could have done a different story. It just felt like I was reading Vicious, but in a graphic novel. I think she could have, I don't know. That's just my opinion. But when I was looking at reviews, other people were saying the same. So, yeah, it was good. The artwork was cool, but it just, I don't know. I just felt like I was just reading the same thing, but with pictures, and I know what happens anyway. I don't know. Just wasn't really feeling it. I did give it 3 stars, but I think that's because it's her and I love the whole world. But I don't know. I think I was being generous. Next up, I read, What's a Girl Got to Do? By Holly Bourne. Really sad, disappointed with that. I love Holly Bourne books, but for some reason the last couple that I've read from her I've just not enjoyed at all. This was from quite a few years ago. It's not like a recent one, so I don't know. I mean, it had that kind of thing going at the beginning, feminist vibes and friendship and standing up for what you believe in, standing up against sexism and all that. I love all that, but I just didn't like the main character. I just thought she was a show off. I thought she was arrogant. She said some horrible things to her friends as well, which I was like, I don't know. I just wasn't enjoying her, so I didn't really want to carry on reading her story because I didn't really like her. So unfortunately, I gave it 2 stars, and I just kind of stopped reading it. And the last book I read in the month of November was The Matzo Ball by Jean Meltzer. I love this book. Yes, I am surrounded by Christmassy things, but on the table there is our menorah, because it's also Hanukkah, and I am Jewish. And I love Christmas, which is what this book was about, actually. It's about a character who was Jewish. Actually, she was more Jewish than I was. She was from a really kind of Orthodox Jewish family. But she secretly loved Christmas. And not only that, but she was also a secret author who wrote Christmas stories, like books about Christmas and romance and stuff. And her family didn't know. And yeah, it was just really cute. And it was nice to have some, like, Hanukkah stories instead of just Christmas stories, and it was romantic and it was sweet and it was fun, and I love the characters. Jacob was adorable. As much as I love Nathan, I think Jacob would make great husband material. Obviously it's fictional, so it's fine, but no, he's just a lovely character, and he'd done so much for the main character to kind of prove his love. It was very kind of, you know, I was going to say Christmassy romance, but with a Hanukkah vibe. So, yeah, 5 stars for that. Absolutely loved it. Can't wait to read a next book as well, which is out next year. Absolutely just sounds amazing. I think it's called Mr. Perfect on Paper or something. Sounds brilliant. Okay, so that's that. Next up, I'm going to be telling you about... Oh, no, I haven't done a book of the month. Okay, really quickly. The book of the month is this one, Certain Dark Things. You knew it was going to be that, didn't you? Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. Mwah. Yes, I kissed a book. I kissed a book and I liked it. Yeah, 5 stars. Absolutely fantastic. But there were some other good reads, as I say, but that one really loved it. And breathe. Okay, so next up... Oh, God. Next up, I am going to be really quickly telling you about the Reindeer Readathon. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, I filmed a video the other day, and I had everything set up behind me. I was wearing a Christmas jumper, and anyway, it was whatever's. But then I realised that I'd kind of made a few errors. So basically, this is a month-long readathon. It happens the whole month of December, and it's a team and theme the readathon. And you have all these different prompts. It's all kind of Christmassy themed prompts. Reindeer related, Santa sleigh, Santa, etc., which is fantastic. And I was like, yeah, really excited, but I had all my notes, and I don't know, I just got a bit mixed up, and so I just deleted that video. So what I'm going to do is kind of quickly tell you a little bit about it, and show you some of the books that I have on my TBR for that, but they could change. I'm a bit of a mood reader, so as I get involved in the month, I might think, actually, I don't want to read that one, I can read this book for that prompt, kind of thing. But these are the ones I think I'm going to go with. So yeah, it is, as I say, Reindeer Read-A-Thon. This is the 3rd year of it, which is pretty cool. And oh, you have to read all fresh books, so none that you started before. Like, you can't start one in, you know, September or whatever, and then it's got to be from that December the 1st kind of thing. It's going to be quite competitive because there are teams. I'm in Team Nutcracker, and in a moment I will show you some of my nutcrackers, but I'll do this first. But yeah, I've been, you had to sign up on the website, and then you were kind of given a team that you, like, allocated a team that you were in, and I am Team Nutcracker, which is pretty cool. So, okay, so the person who created this is called Eric, and his channel is Break Even Books. I'll put the link to his channel down below. And yeah, he's done everything well. He's done the website well. He's organised everything. The prompts are great. Him and his partner done it. It's just really, it's really awesome. And yeah, so he's called Break Even Books. He's Team Mistletoe. And then you've got Team Snowflake, who is Noelle 7. She's the host for that team. Then Team Stocking is Savvy Writes Books. Then we have Team Candy Cane, who is her PNW WA Life, and the leader, the host of my team, Team Nutcracker, is Coffee Over Apples. So she's my team leader. It's really fun. Like, there's a Discord group, so you can discuss like your videos and like your TBR and what books you're reading. I think they're going to be doing like reading sprints as well, which is really cool. And it inspires you to kind of read along with other people and get things done. There's points, there's, you know, points and prizes and teamwork. As they say, teamwork makes the dream work. So cringe. But yeah, really excited. It's a great way to kind of get through your TBR as well, like clear it out a little bit for the end of the year, and also to make some new kind of bookish friends, which is great. So yeah, I'm not going to go through like all the extra prompts and stuff, because that's where I got a little bit mixed up last time, but I will read you some of the prompts here, and also I will show you, as I say, the books that I've got in mind for these. Okay, so as I say, going with that Christmas reindeer-y theme, the first one is Dasher, and you get 10 points for that. So you've got to read a short story or novella. Now in this bag here, oh, this is my little checklist I've done myself, which I might change because, as I say, I might change the books that I'm going to be reading. So for the short story one or novella, I've chosen this one here. And this is Murder Under the Christmas Tree, 10 classic crime stories for the festive season. And in this, I'm just going to pick one of the stories out of here. I'll just probably look at the title and see what looks, you know, more appealing. And that will be the points for that one. Then we have Dancer, and that is 15 points. So a book by one of your favourite authors. So it's tricky because I have a lot of favourite authors. I don't know, I might do You'll Be the Death of Me by Karen M. McManus, because I love her books. Purple sprayed edges there. Could be that one. Or I might do Rainbow Rowell. Got a big bag here of books. This is Rainbow Rowell's Anyway the Wind Blows, which she's also one of my favourite authors. And look at this. Oh, this is so pretty, this one. So that could be that. Then we have Prancer, which is 20 points. A book with a travel element, like a quest, travelling, vacation. And for that one, I have definitely, I'll stick with this one. This is The Nobleman's Guide to Scandal and Shipwrecks by Mackenzie Lee. I love this series. This is the third one in the series. So obviously you can tell by the cover and the title, he's going to go on this journey. I think this is, I can't remember if it's their brother or their cousin of the other books. But anyway, so that is that prompt there. That's definitely staying as that one. What have I got next? Oh, Vixen is 20 points. So for Vixen, you have to have a book that's recently caught your eye. And for that one, I am going for... no, that's not it. Where are you? It was the Telegraph Club one. I might have put it back. I don't know. But yeah, it's called The Last Night at the Telegraph Club. Oh, here it is. It's right in front of me. This is it. So this is the one that's caught my eye. I just see this everywhere, all over social media, in the bookshops, on display. It's just caught my eye and I really want to read it. Heard lots of good things about it. This is by Melinda Lowe. So yeah, that sounds my cup of tea. Next is Comets. You get 15 points for that, and that's got to be a 5-star prediction. I don't know where it's gone. It might be over there somewhere. I don't know. But that was called, can't remember what it was called. But it's basically this book, and it's about a meditation, calming sleep app. But I think it's haunted. The app's haunted. So when you listen to it, you hear creepy, like, woman singing, and it gets in your mind. And it's also, I can't remember the name of it. I don't know. Something Wait. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, that was my 5-star prediction. Next up was Cupid. You get 25 points for that. So that one is read a book from a new author. So for that one, I assumed it meant that you should read a new author to you. Not necessarily maybe a new author, but a new author that you've not read before. That's how I'm taking it anyway. And I've chose this one, Ash Parsons. I've never read her before. This is called You're So Dead. They're dying for followers. This is about a group of social media starlets, and they go to this festival and there's murders, and like, yeah, I just think it sounds a good thriller, but also quite funny as well. So that's the one I've chose for that one. Next up is Donna, 20 points. A book with a green or red like primary colour on the cover. And this one I chose a library book here, which is by Libby Page, called The 24-Hour Calf, which, as you can see, has a red cover. I've wanted to read this for ages. So I was really pleased that my local library have it. It just sounds super sweet. And yeah, it says here, welcome to the calf that never sleeps. Oh, yeah, so that's that one selection. What else have we got? Number 8 is Blitzen. So you get 30 points here. Oh, this was quite fun, actually. So with this one, you had to do like a little challenge to get the book chosen for you. People have done it with like their pets. Like they put 3 or 4 books out on the floor, put some treats on and see what one the pets go to. I love that. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that because my goldfish Wilma, she's not going to be jumping out of her tank to choose me a book. So what I did, I did the other version of the challenge, which you can do like a poll on your social media. So I did a poll on Twitter, and I chose 3 books that my followers could basically choose from, and whatever book got the most votes, I read. So I had, what did I have on my selection? I can't remember. But anyway, this was the, I can't remember. This is the one that won, basically. Velvet Was the Night. And as you recall, that is the author of Certain Dark Things. So yes, Sylvia Marina Garcia. So this is going to be the book that my lovely followers on Twitter chose for me. And out of the 3, I was happy that this got chose because this was my kind of wannabe chosen one. And then last up on the main prompts, we have Rudolph. So for 15 points, and that is a standalone book. And for that one, I've chose Juno Dawson's Stay Another Day. Every time I just think of E17 song. Won't you stay another, stay now, stay now. Yeah. This is a YA. I love Juno Dawson books so much. It says 4 sleeps till Christmas, 3 siblings, 1 big secret. So lots of family secrets all going to kind of, you know, come out at, you know, Christmas time. So this is going to be fantastic. Juno Dawson books are always fantastic, let's face it. So yeah, I've got some other books here in this bag. So these are the ones that are not really on the readathon, but I just want to kind of try and get through in December. But with that readathon as well, there are extra bonus points you can get. I know you can, what is it, an ebook, a book over 500 pages, audio book, that kind of thing. I've never done this kind of readathon before, so there's no point in me saying I'm going to do all the prompts, all the extras, all the bonuses. I might not be able to do it, and I'll just, you know, feel stupid, you know. So I'm just going to kind of go along, take it naturally, and just do as many, you know, prompts as I can for the team. I am a quick reader, which is good, so hopefully I'll be able to get a lot of these prompts done. But yeah, it's going to be fun, and hopefully I'll make some new bookish friends. So yeah. Okay, but yeah, quickly here, what have I got here? Yeah, these are some books that I really want to try and get through in December. I've got Afterlove by Tanya Byrne, because I really want to read that. This is the signed version. I have The Furies, which I picked up the other day in a charity shop, but I kept calling the Furries, but it is in fact The Furies. I've got a graphic novel that I picked up from the library yesterday called The City of Ember. I've heard of this, but I don't know why or how I've heard of it. But anyway, so I saw that in the library and I thought, oh, just a little quick graphic novel. So I do want to try and get that done. And don't laugh at me, but I do want to get this one done as well. This is Anton Dubeck, A Christmas to Remember. And I have got upstairs some other Christmassy themed books. So I do want to try and read some actual Christmas books. And Alice Oseman's I Was Born for This, because I love Alice Oseman. Will I get round to reading all these? Probably not, but I'm going to give it a damn good go. I have some time off from work over Christmas. I think we've got like 2 weeks off or 3 weeks off. So, you know, obviously I have, you know, things to do and filming and stuff like that. But I am going to really try and, you know, crack down with my reading and try and get as many books as I can done. So, yeah, whew. Hope that was okay. Sorry I messed up a bit here and there, but I had so much to talk about in this video. But yeah, that's that. Apart from the TBR game, which we are going to do now. And I'm very excited. Are you excited to do it?
I always am.
Come on. Pick me a good book this month for December.
Well, let's hope you bought some good books.
So basically with the TBR game, they're books that I've got on my bookcases that I've not read yet. So, you know, we've got little... You'll see in a second, but there's little boxes and I put them into sections like thrillers and you know, all this and that. Anyway, Nathan rolls a dice. We get a mystery book.
You roll a dice.
I roll the dice.
And I pick.
And you pick, yeah. There's little bits of paper and he picks it. You'll see. Just carry on watching. So yeah, we'll do that and then I'll discover what the book is. So hope you enjoyed watching. Also, I will show you my nutcrackers now. Hold on. Just like a close-up. So yeah, this is for obviously the Reindeer Readathon because I am Team Nutcracker. So here's one nutcracker. He's a nutcracker. His drumstick broke, unfortunately, on the way home when I was carrying him in the bag. But He's cool with it. He doesn't mind. And then look, on my bookcase over here, there's more nutcrackers. How cool are they? We've decorated the bookcase a bit Christmassy. It's really random. Christmas tree, oh Christmas tree, you can see my Christmas tree. It's nice, isn't it? Anyway, okay, so now it's time for the TBR game, and then it'll be the end of the video. So thank you for watching. Okay, so now it's time for the TBR game. TBR game, TBR game. Anyway, to join me here is my assistant, Nathan. Hello, Nathan.
Hello, am I glamorous?
You're a very glamorous assistant, and you are going to pick me a book to read. Now, we're going to do it differently this time. Instead of just being for December, we're going to do it for December, possibly January, like a rollover.
Because you've got the reading.
I've got the Reindeer Read-A-Thon, I've got all my Christmassy books, so this will be for... I mean, if I can get it done in December, that's great. If not, it'll roll over to January as well.
Yeah, you've got till the end of January to read this book.
Yeah. So, would you like to explain how you do this?
So here, we've got 4 boxes.
Nicely decorated with dog stickers.
I'll just say decorated.
That have nothing to do with books.
Decorated boxes here. Each one has got a different genre.
Correct.
Wrote upon it.
Yes.
As you can see.
Thriller and mystery, general fiction, fantasy, sci-fi, horror and series. But with the series, it's not a whole series I have to read, it's just number 1 of the series. Okay.
And each box is also numbered. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 and 12. And they correspond to dice rolls with these 2 dice. So you're going to roll these dice.
Yep.
And whatever number comes up, you see which one it is. And I pick from that box.
And in each box, there are little bits of paper with the names of books I own, but I haven't yet read, that are sitting on my bookcase for ages. And
So this gets rid of them.
Exactly. It's fun. It's a great way of clearing your TBR.
Yeah.
You ready?
Let's roll this dice.
So.
What are you hoping for before?
I don't mind.
What are you hoping for? Go on.
General fiction.
General fiction.
Yeah, just a random one.
Okay. Give it a roll. 12.
No!
That's not general fiction, is
that is a series.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So here we go. Look, let's open up the box.
Yeah. So this is just the...
There's not many in here.
No, there's not many. So I haven't got that many series.
So I'm just going to pick one. I'm going to pick this one here.
Right, okay. So what have we got?
Now that I've got it out. It is... I'll lay it here. It's...
Flame
in the Mist.
Flame in the Mist, downstairs.
And it's a fantasy.
Okay,
Pause
right.
it and go
Yeah, I'm going to have to go and pause it and look for it. I was out of breath there. I've run up the stairs like that. I just catch my breath. I'm so unhealthy. Okay, here it is. Pretty cover.
Yeah.
Flame in the Mist by Readalong. Would you say that? Readalong? Yeah, okay. I've heard a lot of good things about this series. I assume this is number 1 in the series. I hope it is.
Do you want me to look?
Would you mind?
Without ruining it for you.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. But we'll see. Well, I don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know. But I'll find out. I'll look on Goodreads after I film this bit. But yes, anyway, that is the book that has been chosen. Hopefully it's number 1 in the series.
Otherwise it's pretty bad.
Yeah, but we'll see. So that is my TBR game book. Thank you, Nathan.
No, thank you.
You are a flame in the mist.
I am a flame.